Because if people don't start taking a stand and speaking up for freedom and individual rights, this is it. This is the last dance. If we don't start turning this ship around right now, it may never go the direction that we want it if you're freedom-minded. If you like living in a totalitarian state where your thoughts are controlled and your access to information is limited, keep your mouth shut. It's happening. But if you don't want that and you want freedom and you value liberty, you have to speak up. There's no way around it.
So on December 18th at 10 o'clock in the morning, I left my desk, I got the shot. Within 6 minutes, I was on the floor. I required immediate emergency intervention. The first sign was I was overcome with extreme lightheadedness. My left arm, the arm I got the shot, completely went limp. Soon I couldn't keep my head above my shoulders. To make matters worse, the medical team incorrectly believed I was going through anaphylactic, and they not only gave me one epinephrine injection, they gave me two, which caused me to go to total AFib. So my resting heart rate went way up in the 200s. Wow. I asked for God's care and protection over my wife, Sophia, and son, Nolan, because I did think I was going to die.
The real criminals are in our government. Ige, Josh Green, Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates. These guys are the criminals, and they're going to pay for these crimes against humanity. Because I will tell you, that is exactly what this is. This is mass murder that we are witnessing today.
And a question that everybody should be asking, even if you're pro the vax or not pro the vax, is why are they even threatening us with forced vaccinations for something that has a survival rate of 99%? Doesn't make any sense. But it actually does make sense because this is way more than just the vaccine. It's all about control.
The vaccine passports would literally end our rights, all of them. They'd have access to your banking records, they'd have access to your social media, they'd have access to your cryptocurrency, access to your web history. If these things are digital, there's no end to what they can add on to the back end. We cannot let it happen. We have to resist them at all costs because it literally would be the end of freedom.
Let your voices be heard. Fight for yourselves. Fight for your children. Fight for a future they can look forward to. Stand up, boy.
And right now, the newest target is the unvaccinated. Biden recently told a reporter that it's the unvaccinated who are killing people, and many other political figures and media journalists are following suit and spreading that exact same message. As a result, people are channeling their anger onto those of us who are choosing to not get vaccinated. They want the division so that they can continue through with their plan. But we must remember to not give in to fear and hate. We must not react, but instead respond with love and respect the Aloha way.
Now I'm gonna tell you guys that since this pandemic hit, I've been paying close attention to our food system. It's already collapsed. Through the media, they're stringing us out, you guys. The reality is pretty soon the only food that's gonna be available is the lowest quality of food. And here in Hawaii, should we starve, it will be because we were afraid to trust each other. We were afraid to stand up together. We were afraid to fight for the farmers. I'm telling you today, you guys, we got a choice. It's farmers or pharmacies.
Tony the Thug, greatest war criminal of this century, withholding viable treatment, operating a campaign of censorship for viable treatment that could save people's lives. They are culpable in the deaths of people, and these leaders in this state are culpable in the adverse reactions and any deaths that occur, especially among children who do not need this vaccine. The blood of the land lies at their doorstep.
Pfizer has the largest criminal track record in U.S. history. They paid out $2.3 billion, which is the largest settlement in any organization in the United States of America. Pfizer, $2.3 billion. You know why? They were bribing thousands upon thousands of doctors to lie to you. They were bribing politicians to lie to you. And they were suppressing adverse reactions. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like a company that's for the people? It's a company that has committed treason over and over. In Nigeria, they were in violation of the Nuremberg Code when they're testing a pharmaceutical drug against the parents' will, without the parents' consent, on children. And make no mistake, they will do that to your children here soon. Your voice matters. The time is now. We cannot be comfortable. We cannot be complacent. Martin Luther King Jr. stated the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of conflict and controversy. We need men to stand. In 2019, I put on a vaccine seminar. I want you to catch the date. 2019, November. When did Corona baloney hit? January of 2020. I put on a seminar in the middle of Nebraska. We had a blizzard. You guys get those here? No. Kind of like it here. But we had a blizzard. We had a seminar around the convention center in the village of Nebraska. We had a blizzard. We filled the room. During a blizzard, we had like 20 feet visibility. And people still showed up because I was so convicted. I said, listen, I stood in front of that room and I said, we have something big coming our way. I can't put my finger on it, but we need to be proactive in this fight. I said, we have 5 freedoms in the First Amendment. We have the freedom to form an assembly. We have the right to petition our government. We have the right for freedom of speech. Thank you, Lord. We have the freedom of press. Do we have that? And freedom of religion. When Corona baloney hit in January, I said, this is it. This is the Trojan horse to implement all this legislation. Because I've been following the vaccine narrative very closely. I look at all this vaccine legislation coming away to steal your medical freedoms, your exemptions. We have exemptions, and you have exemptions in the state of Nebraska to refuse a vaccination. We have there's medical exemptions in every state. California, Maine, Mississippi, West Virginia. Might be missing a state, New York. They have succeeded last year and this year by taking away your religious and philosophical exemptions. The only exemption that you're allowed in those states is approved by the state. They bypassed the physician and patient relationship. They went straight to the state. And you can only have a state-approved exemption. And there's only 5 allowed in the district in California. I had patients that left that communist state and moved to Nebraska, and they're patients of mine now. My point is, you have religious exemptions in this great state, this island. You need to fight like hell for those exemptions. And I can't tell you, I felt like I fought this fight alone for so many years. It's been a lonely road. But finally, God has created this soil for my voice to sprout. And the soil is rich. If you get anything out of this, I just pray that you are inspired, that your voice matters. The time is now. And we never know how far-reaching something we may think, say, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. God bless you guys. God bless this island.